Welcome back to Mental Health Matters, the podcast where we explore personal stories and insights about mental health. Today, we're joined by Tom. He's been living with schizophrenia for over a decade. Tom, thanks for being here.
Thanks, Bob, for having me.
Let's start at the beginning. When were you diagnosed with schizophrenia?
Well, Bob, I was diagnosed in my early 20s, around the age of 22. It was a confusing time, I'd been having symptoms for a while, but I didn't realize what was happening until things got really, really bad.
What symptoms led to your diagnosis?
Well, you see, Bob, the biggest ones were probably hallucinations and delusions. I started feeling and hearing these voices, sometimes multiple at once. I felt real. They'd criticize me or tell me to do things. At first, I thought they were just intrusive thoughts, but they became overwhelming. I also had paranoid delusions, like believing strangers were plotting against me.
Oh, wow, Bob, that sounds terrifying. How did you cope before getting help?
Honestly, Bob, I didn't cope very well. I isolated myself. I stopped trusting my friends. I even neglected basic things like showering, even eating. My speech became so jumbled. I jumped between unrelated topics. It just confused everyone around me. It wasn't until my family helped. They intervened and took me to a psychiatrist that helped me get help.
Tell me, what was the diagnosis process like?
It wasn't quick, I'll tell you that. The psychiatrist ruled out physical issues with just a bunch of blood work, some MRIs. Then we talked about my symptoms, my family history, and how long I've been experiencing these symptoms. Meeting the DSM-5 criteria, like having hallucinations and disorganized speech for over 6 months, confirmed I was schizophrenic.
One.
How did you feel when you received this prognosis?
I honestly felt relieved. Finally having a name for what I had, just made me feel less isolated for some reason. But I also was pretty scared about the stigma. I worried people would treat me differently with this label on me.
That's amazing to hear, Tom. Quite literally amazing. Now, why don't you tell us, how does schizophrenia affect your daily life?
It's a mix. Medications, they help manage the hallucinations and paranoia, but I still struggle with negative symptoms, like feeling emotionally flat and unmotivated. Simple tasks like grocery shopping can feel overwhelming. I also have to watch for triggers like stress or lack of sleep. It could worsen my symptoms.
Fascinating. Now, what strategies do you do to just manage your day and feel a little bit more normal?
Well, Bob, I think I tell you routine is pretty big. I stick to a schedule, including my meals, sleep, taking my meds. Therapy, actually, especially, is very helpful. The cognitive behavioral therapy, honestly, helps me challenge delusional thoughts. And family therapy, too. It's been incredibly helpful.
Wow, family therapy. Wow. Tell us more about that.
For sure, yeah. Family therapy is... Yeah, for sure. Family therapy has been a game changer for me and my loved ones. It helped my family understand what schizophrenia was and how it affected me. During sessions, we learned how to communicate better and reduce stress within our household. For example, we worked on avoiding triggers like arguments or misunderstandings that could worsen my symptoms. My therapist also taught my parents how to support me without feeling overwhelmed of themselves. It's been great for all of us. Wow, Tom, that honestly sounds so amazing. Now, if you can, tell me, how has it impacted on your relationships with your family and the members within? Tell us. It's definitely improved things a lot. Before therapy, there was so much confusion and frustration around my condition. But now, my family knows how to help without feeling helpless, or making me feel lonely. We're closer than ever because we've learned to work together. Together as a team. Sorry, Bob. Got lost there. We work together as a team rather than against each other. Always through tough times. Tom, that's just inspiring. I gotta tell you that. You also mentioned supportive psychotherapy? Tell me, how has that helped? Well, of course, Bob. A supportive psychotherapy focuses on helping me cope with everyday challenges. My therapist definitely listens to my concerns without judgment, and he gives me encouragement when things feel overwhelming. It's not about deep analysis or uncovering childhood trauma. It's more about practical support and building confidence to handle life as it comes. For example, when I transitioned from inpatient care back home after a hospital stay, supportive therapy helped me adjust without feeling lost or isolated. It's comforting knowing someone is there to guide you through your most difficult times, and the moments just feel like they're respecting you for your pace. What's something you wish people understood about your schizophrenia? Honestly, wish that people wouldn't think that schizophrenia is like a split personality or something you could just snap out of. Sorry, Bob, I'm hearing those voices right now. It's a brain disorder that requires ongoing treatment and support. Recovery isn't some linear line. Some days it's good, others it's hard, but having understanding people makes it all the difference. Compassion goes a long way in recovery. This has been such an amazing interview, Tom. Now, if I can ask you, do you have any advice for someone who's newly diagnosed and may not know what to do? Give up. That's my best advice for you. But no, seriously, treatment takes time. Finding the right meds, therapy approaches like family therapy, and building a support system. That's key. Advocate for yourself and remember that you're more than just your diagnosis. Recovery is possible. It just takes patience and persistence. Thank you so much for sharing your story today, Tom. Anyways, that's it for today. Tom, it's been eye-opening and inspiring. Your resilience and insights remind us all of the importance of understanding mental health challenges like schizophrenia. Pleasure being here, Bob.
Who are you talking to?